Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make are coconut cornflake crisp. Now these cookies are very, well, they're filled with chewy coconut, and then you have the crunchy cornflakes in them. So they come out just delicious, and they're pretty quick and pretty easy to make, as you're going to see within a few minutes here. First, you can use a hand mixer, which is probably the easiest to do. So you're going to need a large bowl, of course. And let's start talking about the dry ingredients first. You're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And in that flour, you're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay? And I'm just going to stir that with my spoon and then set that aside for the moment. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to be using 1/2 cup of shortening, and we're going to put that in our bowl and start to break it up and cream it. And I'll turn my hand mixer on, and we'll do that real quickly on medium speed. Get some people that will write and ask if you can use butter or margarine. I have to tell you that I've only made these cookies with shortening, and I've gotten the results that you're going to see in a few minutes with the shortening. So just in case that comes out to be, a question by somebody. Now you're going to be putting in 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and then just beat that in your solid shortening. We're also going to be putting in 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And beat that all together till it all combines and you feel that it's, well, coming together, that it looks very light and fluffy. I'm going to raise my speed. Okay. Next, we're going to put in 1 egg, and I've had it at room temperature. And then I'm just going to beat it all together until it becomes very smooth. And as you can see, it's all coming together here. You're also going to be needing vanilla, so you're going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla in. And again, I'm going to beat it on high until everything looks well combined and it looks quite light and fluffy. Okay. And I'll let you take a look at that as I clean my bowl here a little bit with my spatula. Okay, and there we have it. All right. Okay. Now what we're going to be doing is start to put our dry ingredients into the cream. And we'll do that just a little at a time here. And about medium speed we'll do it. Put a little bit more in here. Till it's all combined. You don't want to overbeat the cookies, but you do want to make sure that, everything is mixed well. And I'm going to raise my speed here just to high to bring it all together so you can really, truly see it's become a nice cookie dough. Okay. And once again, I'm going to clean the sides of my bowl and bring it all together, get to the bottom, and then I think you can see how very nice and fluffy that cookie dough has become. All right, let's put the mixer aside for a second, and we're going to need, of course, cornflakes. So it's any brand that you want and that you prefer. And we're going to use 1 cup of cornflakes. And I'm just going to try to fold them in without breaking them up, but I do have to combine them well. So just try the folding method if you can. But you do have to make sure that they're all combined. Next, you're going to need the coconut. So we're going to be putting in 1 cup of your flaked, sweetened coconut. And again, just fold it all together. Now, this particular cookie really needs to be refrigerated once you make the dough. Just put a piece of plastic over this or a towel and put it in your fridge. And you'll want to at least chill it for 30 minutes. If you want to give it a little bit longer than that, you know, feel free. What happens is this particular cookie, even though it bakes up quite beautifully, it does spread. And if it's not chilled, the cookies, well, you'll find out they just wouldn't come out as well. I guess that's the best way to put it. So you do want to put them in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes or even a little longer if you don't mind the wait, okay? And once they're combined, they're going to look like this, all right? Now, we're going to assume that they have been in the refrigerator and move the video along. You need to spray or grease your pan or cookie sheet. And what you're going to do is you're going to actually try to make about a 1-inch ball out of them with your hands. And if you make them about 1-inch ball, you could probably get about 3 dozens out of that. So just, you know, like I said, make an inch ball on it. Place the cookies about 3 inches apart because they are going to spread. And I'm going to put a couple down here just to show you. What we're also going to do is, let me put one more down. You're going to need some granulated sugar and a flat bottom glass. And what you'll want to do is dip your bottom of your glass into your granulated sugar and then flatten the cookie out. Now, you don't have to flatten them real thin, but you know, you want it so they're not that mound, that ball anymore. And then, like I said, you could use whatever colored sugars or coarse sugars for this. I'm just using, you know, granulated sugar at the bottom of my glass, and then again, like I said, just, you know, press on the cookie. Now these cookies are going to be baked at 350 degrees, and they're going to take you anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. So I would suggest to start checking them. I start checking mine around 4 because, as we do realize, all ovens set up so differently. So let's set that aside. I'm going to rinse my hands very quickly because I want to show you what these cookies look like once they come out of the oven. Now, when they do come out, what I would suggest is wait just a minute or two because they're going to be in a softened state, and then put them on a cooling rack till they're ready for you to plate and serve them, that kind of thing. They'll come out looking like this. They really turn out to be a beautiful golden, light golden brown on the tops, and then you've got that nice medium golden brown on the bottom. And then you probably can't see it, but then you have all that nice sugar that was on the top of the cookie. Now, when you break it open, you'll hear a crunch, but you'll see that the inside, it's this chewy coconut, and yet it has the cornflakes that come out very crisp, and that's why they are called coconut cornflake crisp, because they do come out so crispy. They're just delicious little cookies to dunk in milk or coffee or hot cocoa, that type of thing. Well, there you have it, a pretty easy recipe and a great tasting little cookie. If you try this recipe and you like it, leave a comment because I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching Diane Lovetobake, and please subscribe to my channel. See you again soon.